Welcome to Power Mondays. Blue Mondays are a thing of the past. Your Mondays will never be the same again. We enter our weeks with energy. This is Empowerment Podcast. We are here to empower you, to inspire you, and to equip you. You are chilling with Nompilo Gumede, the powerhouse. Enjoy the show. Greetings, beautiful people. This is Nompilo, the powerhouse, and I'm just here because it's a Monday morning, and I'm here. Oh no, it's not morning only that you listen to this podcast, but it's every day, every time of the day that you are tuning in. So we welcome you to Power Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had good rest. I hope you're still resting today because of yesterday's holiday falling into today. Happy Human Rights Day. Relax with your family. I hope you're recharging well. Welcome to Power Monday. This is brought to you by Empowerment Podcast. And today I'm bringing you my exciting guest. But before we go to the guest, remember to follow us on Facebook. We are #Empowerment Podcast. And on Instagram, we also are Empowerment Podcast. If you have any comments or if you want to give us feedback or you want to interact with us, you can actually use our WhatsApp number 065-615-6641. And the good news are there's also an option to go back to old shows and just listen to what we've been up to because, hey, we've been working hard to keep you inspired, equipped, and motivated. So today my guest is a doctor, guys. I went all out to get you a doctor. He's specialized in brains. You'll hear for yourselves. But I've got Dr. Makhathini on the line, and we're going to chat with him today and keep you inspired. Dr. Makhathini, welcome to the Power Monday show.
Hi, Nompilo. How are you?
I'm fine, and you? Thank you so much for accepting my invite to join us on the Power Monday. You know, Mondays, they say they are normally the blue Mondays, they're the best day of the week, but we're changing the narrative. We're making Mondays the best day of the week, the days where you can start planning your week and actually have a great Monday because you're going forward with what you want to do to achieving your goals. How do you feel about Mondays in general?
Oh, it depends. But some other Mondays, they can be so draining. You can feel that, you don't want to go to work or whatever. You don't want to do anything. For me, I always wish like Monday can be, it's either an extended weekend. I wish that we can start our week on Tuesday.
Oh,
Seriously.
Thank you so much for your honesty, Dr. Makhathini. Thank you so much for being honest.
I know,
yeah.
But it's like that.
Okay. Dr. Makhathini, can you just give us a brief background of who you are?
Khayelihle Makhathini. I was born and raised on the place called Glendale. It's a rural areas. It's under the municipality of Maphumulo. I don't know, maybe if you ever heard of that name.
Yes.
It's also in Dwedwe, then I'm in the middle of those two municipalities. Then I was born there. It's one of the rural areas where, like, the time I was growing up, there was no electricity, like we had no water and all things like that. But I've been that person that has been ambitious and also self-empowered. And I was always seeing myself not the way people, they were seeing me, or because, if you're coming from a disadvantaged background, then you end up not having that zeal of you want to be a better person in the future. But it was very hard because there was no person that we can say that, okay, I want to be like that person. As much they were the people that were teachers and also nurses, but it was that kind of place where you see yourself that, I'm stuck. But I think by the grace of God, then I managed to pull through.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. I saw that you actually have like 4 qualifications and you're working on one. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, then it started like in terms of that I did my matric. Oh my goodness, I need to repeat now when I did my matric. But I did my matric in 2000 in 2004. Then I passed my matric with a senior certificate. Okay.
Yes.
Then when you have passed your matric, then you want to go to the university. Then I did apply to the university, but unfortunately, there was no university that accepted me due of my results. You know, we have this, sometimes we can have this hyper of that we have passed matric, but when it comes to your results are not marketing you or are not competing you with other people that are outside there. Then fortunately, that one of the TVET college and they accepted me, and then they even gave me the bursary to do the pulp and paper industry. Then I came back. I was very excited to tell my mom that, you know what, I got this bursary, but my mom was not excited. Said that, no, I never heard of you talking about working in the industry. Most all the time, you're always like a person that wants to work in the hospital or in the department of health.
Your mom knew you.
Exactly, knew me. And one of the things is that now I was having that hope that now I'm not going to stay at home. I'm having a bursary. I'll be studying. Then my mom said that, you know, you need to go and redo your matric. I was like, what? So that yes, you need to go and redo. And then there was no, she was not giving me we're not negotiating. In fact, she was just telling me that, you know what, you are going to do this. Then I went back and redo my matric. You know, people will be negative. They'll be telling you about in terms of that. What if you do worse than before? Then I said, okay, it's fine, let's try. Then after that, what had happened is that fortunately enough, then I managed to pass my matric, my second matric with merits. Then I was accepted at the University of Zululand to go and do psychology. But the thing that happened there is that when I look at psychology, the module after I've registered and everything, I saw that no, this is not me, because psychology has a lot of notes and all things like that. For me, I'm kind of a person of numbers and structures and equations. Then I decided to choose medical science. Then I took medical science because I was still having that hope that after my degree, I'll go and do medicine. Then I fall in love with medical science on my second year, and I started to understand what is medical science. Then after that, I completed in 2008. Then 2009, I didn't have money to pursue my studies. Then I worked as an educator to one of the high school that I was studying. And then after that, while I on that transition of that, now I am working as an educator. Then I and seeing that I'm earning money now, then I started saying that, okay, it's fine. Let me build at home. Let me do something at home so that I can. I know that I finished everything.
Yes.
Then it happened at the end of the year. Then I was terminated, and then they said that there was another educator that was going to replace me. Then I needed to think the option B. Then I went to UKZN to do my honors degree. Then fortunately enough, then after my honors degree, then I met this neuroscience group, which I was Then because if you are doing honors, it means that you need to take certain. There's a module that we call it a research project module. That is a year module. Therefore, you need to belong to a certain supervisor that has that specialization. Then I took I joined the neuroscience group. One of the nice things that on the neuroscience group, people that were there, they were very supportive. Then I started from there, and then after that, I went to my master's and my PhD. Then yes, I completed my PhD in 2017, graduated in 2018.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That's in a nutshell. That's what I've been up to and doing.
Oh wow.
Then I know. I think you saw the other one. The other one, it was just like doing fun. I saw this program that was supplied by UJ, which is Masters in Public Health, and I said that you know what? The time I was doing my medical science degrees, I was still have that love of doing public health. And then I saw that they were offering it online, and I said that no, it's supposed to be easy, most if it is online, but little did I know that it's very hard.
Yeah. Oh wow! Congratulations on all your achievements. I'm so inspired. The reason why I want us to talk to you today, it's because you studied the brain. We are going through tough times. There's corona, there's deaths, people are losing their jobs, we're losing hope. How can we cope with this? Help us, empower us, give us the tools on how we can cope with this, because it's not easy.
I know. It's one of the questions that is asked at many times, moreover during these difficult times. And also it's one of those kind of questions that doesn't have a straight answer to tell a person that's what you need to do, because that's how we are made. Our behavior, we behave like that. We like to take instructions and also we like to give instructions.
Yes.
And it's becoming one of the questions that is very hard to answer or to give a straight answer. What I can say is that we need to understand one thing, that the life of a person is have ups and downs. That's the first thing that we understand. Secondly, yes, we need to understand again that a life of a person is have a starting point and the ending point. It means that in between, we are living in the time frame zone. Once you come on earth, you come on the time frame zone. Then if you are on the time frame zone, that means there are activities that are taking place in between these 2 points. And most of the time, people, they talk about time management. And I'm not that person that believes in time management, because I cannot manage something that I didn't develop or that I don't have power over to it. Therefore, what I can manage my activities according to time. That means the time that is given to me, I can able to manage those activities. But we need to understand one thing, that again is that as we are trying to manage those activities, there will be the collisions that you are going to face each and every day. There will be those issues and problems that you need to solve sometimes. Sometimes we don't solve it in one day, but it takes us time to solve it. Another thing that I want to bring it to your attention again, or to your listeners again, is that in terms of a human being, it is 3 in 1. It means that you have your mind, which is what we are dealing about, the brain, because the brain is the house of the mind. The pathways that are taking place there, in order to decide that I want to go to the mall, it's a pathway on its own, that, okay, if I go to the mall, I'm going to take a taxi from this point and drop me to this point, and from this point to the other point. Okay. Then we have also the spiritual part of a human being, and we also have the flesh that we see, the body that we see. But these 3 portions of a human being, it's connected together by the mind, or connected together by the brain. It means that as we are living in this time, where first, before Corona, we were facing the issue of the 4th Industrial Revolution change. That means we were expected to change now to this 4th Industrial Revolution, which is empowered by the 5th generation technology. And both of these 2 industries are colliding together. Also, they are causing a lot of change in our mind. That means it's causing a lot of change of rethinking again. Yes, you had a dream. Maybe you are a young entrepreneur and you find yourself that you have this massive idea that you see yourself, and you have already started. Boom, Corona happened and the lockdown happened. It means that it teaches us that now we need to go back to our drawing board and look at, in terms of our dreams and our visions and our goals, the way we have set up. Therefore, because the time we're setting up these goals, or the time we're starting our careers, we start our careers because we were in the 3rd Industrial Revolution. We were not in the 4th Industrial Revolution. You see? Now, as we are approaching this fourth industrial revolution, it means that it's causing us to rethink. It's causing us to rebuild again. It caused us so that we can able to redeem ourselves out of all of these problems that we are facing. Another thing is that I've touched on the spiritual part of it, of the spiritual human being. I still believe that everyone is having a belief system. For me, I'm a Christian, and I know my belief system, and I know where I'm connected to. That means your spiritual life, it must be connected to a certain source. And if
you must have a source.
If it's connected to a source, it means that source must provide you with energy so that you can push each and every day, so that you can push for your activities to happen. Therefore, one of the things is that I still like to believe that with this time, if you are going through whatever thing that you are going through, it's not the end of the world. And you need to sit down. You need to rethink again. The time you are rethinking. The spiritual world or the spiritual dimension is going to pop up new thoughts. And then those thoughts are the thoughts that you need to capitalize on, because new thoughts that we are going to apply in this new era of life.
Of your life, yes.
Therefore, I think for me, and another thing is that what again that we need to do, or that will help us to overcome all of these things, you need to get in terms of your goals. Your goals must be very. They must be governed by the principle that we call SMART. SMART is about being specific, your goals are being specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant. Remember, relevant. It means that your goals, they were relevant the time before Corona or the time we're in the third industrial revolution.
Yes.
And now you can find that your goals are no longer relevant and they cannot be specific to this time that we are living in. Therefore,
so we have to rethink again.
Exactly. It's about rethinking and rebuilding again, and then and restructuring again. That means we need to restructure our life again. We need to restructure in terms of the way we do things. Therefore, because most of the time people say that, how can I do that? Because there's a thing. Then we always talk about all of these things, but how can I do that? Through meditation. Meditation is researchedly proven that it improves your lives, it improves your brain, it improves your health system. It can be exercise. Exercise has also been researched that, for example, exercise is very good for the brain. One of the things that we understand about the brain is that as we grow up, we don't put with something that we call it's neurogenesis. Neurogenesis, it's a tool in our brain that generates new neurons.
Yes.
Then, but as we grow up, that tool, the graph, it declines. As it declines, that means that we no longer have new neurons are being formed. Therefore, because of stress and all things that we face during the day, all of these things, it tends to degenerate degenerate this process, which is that you end up having a neurodegeneration. Then exercise has been proven that it can prevent neurodegeneration. Therefore, it's one of the tools. And exercise, it doesn't mean that you go to the gym. Take a walk. Like for example, now everyone is having a smartphone. On the smartphone, we have an app that can count your steps that you do each and every day. Most of the time, the target of the step is about 6,000, 10,000. But you can even do more. Then you can do like that. And then as we are walking and new ideas, because everything starts from the spiritual world as an idea, then it becomes in this world that we are living as a material.
Wow, what an impactful motivation. I'm actually so inspired. Dr. Makhathini, I'm sure this is not the last time we're hosting you on Power Monday. I'm going to get our listeners to interact with us and give you more questions for you so that we can host you once again. Can you leave us with your social media handles on how we can get hold of you if we need help?
Okay, I do have Facebook. On Facebook, I think I am KB Makhathini. Then on Instagram, I am dr_kb_Mac. But you can write in full Khayelihle Makhathini, then you'll get me on Instagram.
Okay, thank you so much for your words of wisdom. May God richly bless you. We'll definitely host you again. This was so impactful. Have a happy Monday and have a blessed week ahead. Thank you so much for coming to Power Monday.
Thank you, Nompilo. Thank you.
Okay.